Hello everyone and welcome to the series of pre-conference interviews. My name is Nadia Khan. I'm the Publicity Committee Chair for the TESOL Canada Conference 2015. Today we have with us Anthony Appleby. Anthony is an instructor in the International Foundations Program in the Workland School of Education at the University of Calgary. Thank you so much for doing this for us, Anthony, and welcome.
Thanks very much.
Anthony will be presenting at the TESOL Canada Conference in October. So Anthony, I just wanted to ask you, what is the title of your presentation?
It's called From EAP to ESP, a curriculum discussion. It's not very creative, but it's very descriptive, I guess. So it's about the process of developing a new series of curricula that we did earlier this year, and moving to curricula that are on the specific areas of study, such as engineering or science or whatever.
Oh, sounds interesting. So why are you interested in this topic?
Well, I've always enjoyed making things, and in a more general sense, and I enjoy doing curricula. Sort of going from the ground up and deciding what sorts of skills do our students really need to have, and how can we make sure that they have them when they leave the program. This was a really interesting project for me because I had recently joined the University of Calgary team and got started on this interesting project, which is very unlike anything I've ever worked on or taught in either.
So what are a couple of key points in your presentation that you find fascinating?
Well, when we first started doing the project, I think we all went into it thinking, well, we've been teaching English for a long time, so we kind of know what our students need in order to be successful. We also didn't have the opportunity, because of scheduling and other administrative reasons, we didn't have the opportunity to really consult students and faculty in the engineering faculty, the Schulich School of Engineering. And so we went ahead doing, all sorts of critical thinking and teaching our students about critical thinking, about 5-paragraph essay and all these things. And once we did get deeper into the project, we realized that those things don't really count in the same sense that they do for other projects, other programs that we've taught with. And therefore, we needed to sort of reimagine and what we understand to be a language course, because we're providing language instruction for students in a different context, i.e. right in the middle of their program, their teaching program. Excuse me, their study.
Okay. Yeah. So have you run this program for a couple of terms or one term?
Well, yeah, and I mean, that's part of why it's so exciting is we've just started, we're in the middle of our first term of running one of the courses. And so it's a very exciting time in the program because we've done the best we can to predict what kinds of issues may come up, but this is where the rubber meets the road.
Interesting. And you've been to Lake Louise before.
Yep.
So what's your impression of Lake Louise?
Lake Louise is it's a beautiful little location. It's a beautiful hotel, and in the winter it's just magical. I haven't been in the summer as often, but yep, I'm a skier, right? So I know maybe more of Lake Louise's coffee houses than I do of their other facilities.
So Anthony, what other presentations are you looking forward to at the TESOL Canada 2015 conference?
Well, I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Patricia Farini is doing a presentation on what language teachers learn, a little 400-second Pechakucha I think is what they're called. I was really interested in that because I really believe that a major part of teaching is learning, and so that acknowledgement of the other half of that equation. I suppose another one that I was interested in is educating our ESL students about Canada's. I'm sorry?
Yes, continue, please.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Okay. Another one that I'm interested in is. Are we good? Okay. Another one is educating our ESL students about Canada's First People by Carmen Larson and her group, because I think so many of our students are curious about the First Nations in Canada, and often ask questions, and I think a lot of teachers have difficulty answering those questions, so it's not a very common topic, I don't think, and a very useful one.
Okay. Thank you so much, Anthony, for doing this interview with us, and we'll see you in Lake Louise then. Okay?
We'll see you in Lake Louise.
Thanks.